Alright, so I'm gonna do a chapter review for Black Clover, chapter 291. A duel with a distant inferior. So right where it begins is right where we left off at with the first Supreme Devil dead. So I guess to answer my question, I guess it really is dead. And then we have not telling Asa well done and all of that. You know, Asa saying like I knew it, Vice Captain Not. You really are like Captain Yami and whatnot. And then not kind of get like a glance of the past of him and Yami. I really hope that we see more of their relationship, see how it was back in those days, see what type of mischievous crimes they were getting into back then. And then this part I kind of like because it do show that there is consequences, or not really consequences, but repercussions to the union form. So first it says that the first thing is that Asa's body is in full body pain from the union form, and that he won't be able to use union or black mode for 30 minutes. Now that's a good minute right there. 30 minutes. Like if he can't use black mode and he's in full body pain, he's kind of just useless right there. I mean, if he can still use, if he's still able to use his weapons with the pain, then you know that's good and all. But no black form, like damn, that's kind of his bread and butter right there. But yeah, after that, Knock goes back to talking about the plan and how it's switched up now. Now that the Dark Triad is all at 100%, and that Morris is speeding up the gate. So, right now, Knot is kind of more worried about taking care of the Dark Triad than Morris first, from what he said here. I can kind of see it, because if you take care of the Dark Triad, then all you got is Morris, and Morris just seems like the type of person to have any attack magic spells. But we have yet to see, because we don't even know what his magic really is. As that we go back to Jack fighting Dante, quote unquote, because this man Jack ain't doing no damage to him. And then I like what it says here in the text. Dante says that to Jack that it seems like his magic is capable of changing its properties to match the opponent's magic, but Dante's body magic is just outperforming that. So it's like it doesn't even matter if you do change it; it's not even gonna affect them, which is crazy. And so we just see Jack here battered and bruised. I'm pretty sure at this point Jack really have no chance of winning against Dante 100%. And of course Dante saying that he was gonna go ahead and just end him right now, and then look who pops up. We have Magna and Zora. And I think that Magna uses Ash Magic to cover up Jack, and then Magna threw the fireball. And this shit had me dying. Like, after they popped up, Dante was just looking in disgust like, who are these trash? And then he was just talking like, yeah, nah, y'all can get out of here. I have no use for y'all. But of course, Magna talking big, he was like, oh no, it's just gonna be me and you one-on-one. And then, and Dante was like, stop the cap. And of course, he felt some type of way because, of course, a peasant telling him that he can fight him one-on-one. Yeah, that's gonna hurt his pride a little bit, I guess. But you know, Magna wasn't with the cat. He was all facts with that one. And Dante was saying like, I'm telling you, taking you on won't even count as a fight. And that's when we go back to where apparently Magna and Zora were actually near the fight of Asta, Yami, and Dante. So they actually seen what Dante could do. They actually know how dangerous he is. And back then, Magna was really about to go out there and use his spell. But Zora said it was still not complete yet. Which really got me wondering, like, how did he even find like the starting point to even set up the spell. And I'm surprised that it wasn't complete like through those 6 months, but I'm assuming it got complete in these last 3 days. So I'm not exactly sure what the steps are, to complete it, but that's interesting. And of course, Magna was sad because he couldn't go out there and try to help Yami because his spell wasn't complete, and that made him feel weak. And that because of that, he felt like he couldn't even go back to the Black Bulls because he didn't even show up to help out Yami. And after that, Dante just go back to talking about how there are people with low magic that can affect them, like Jack. But with Zora and Magna case, that's just not it. And then this man Dante did Magna dirty. He said, "Attack all you like. Once you're satisfied, get lost." It's like, damn. And then, you know what? Magna accepted that offer. He started throwing the fireballs. So he threw one. Of course, Dante was like, "All right, that's it." But what he did with that fireball is what I'm assuming. Once he made contact, that's when he activated his new spell, which sends out a chain through Dante's chest. Of course, like Dante in the audience, we're just perplexed and confused because this is new to us. And then after Magna's back, Dante go back to his, I believe he go back to his 80% form with a bit of the body magic. And that right there, that really got me surprised, because it's like, what type of magic, or how did he acquire this spell to where he can actually do this? Like, no matter if it's double magic or what, he's able to just cancel out the 100% form by taking, taking half of his magic. Like, that's crazy. And of course, Magna explains it. Like, the spell that he came up with, it takes up both Magna's and Dante magic, put it together, and then split it equally. So, from what I'm getting, I believe it's like they take a bit of Magna's magic, or they take half his magic, then they take half of Dante magic, and then I guess it's like put together, and then it's shared equally. So it's like both of their halves is shared between both of them, from how I get in it. So it's like Dante, from what I'm getting, this is shared equally. Well, it's split equally. I don't know. It's a little bit confusing to me, but I just gotta think about it, and maybe I'll realize how it works. But like after the chain, he knocks Dante with some brass knuckles, which I'm trying to figure out, is that also a different spell? Like, is that the same thing as one of Luck's spells with the lightning gauntlets, or does that comes with the chain magic? And then another thing is the actual name of the spell. It says Secret Flame Magic Soul Chain Deathmatch. Now, that got me a bit worried. It made me feel like that Magna, if he activated this spell, it won't actually finish until one of them actually dies. Which I really don't hope, because I honestly don't think Magna's actually gonna beat Dante. I mean, even with 50, I'm pretty sure Dante still has hands. I mean, the man had gravity magic. So, I really don't think it's going to end well for Magna. But what I do think is if someone do help him out, which I don't think will happen because Magna want to fight him one-on-one. But I do think if someone helps him out, he may have a chance to actually beat Dante. I mean, like, the main mission is to get rid of the Dark Triad. So, if they all could help, that would be nice. But I really do think it's going to be a one-on-one with this one, which is going to be interesting. But Dante, I mean not Dante, Magna really gonna beat the. He gonna throw some punches. He gonna land some hits. He gonna talk about how he was fucking on Yami and whatnot. But I really do think Dante just gonna get happy from this. The fact that a peasant can do this type of spell, and Dante's just gonna beat the dog shit out of him. But yeah, and I like how it ends. I like how after Magna punches him, Dante was confused. He was like, well shit, his first attack didn't do shit. But this punch right now, I felt that. And then Magna was like, this is how I fight with you ultimate types. Peasant or not, Magna swing the black bulls are gonna crush you. So that was nice how that ended. So yeah, with that chapter, I give it like a good 7.5 out of 10. It was a pretty good chapter. We finally got the clarification that Asa do suffer repercussions from his double union form, and we're kind of moving on to the story now. We're going to someone new. I would have liked it to been, but it's still good that we're now focusing on the Dark Triad. We're getting somewhere. And now we actually get to see Magna back and Zora, but mostly Magna with a new spell, which is good. Because all this time Magna really been in the back end of the Black Bull. Like man is down bad in terms of power. Like I'm pretty sure at this point before what Magna did, I'm pretty sure at this point Gray can really even outmatch Magna with her quote unquote transformation magic or something like that. But that's nice to see Magna have a new spell up his sleeve. But like I said earlier, I am a bit worried of the name of Deathmatch. I really hope that it doesn't have to end in someone death, because I really do think Magna is not gonna win this. I mean, of course he's not gonna win this because it's a shonen. I'm pretty sure that one of the side characters is gonna beat one of the main villains, quote unquote the main villains. But yeah, I really do think he's gonna deal damage to him. I feel like if it is a death match, I feel like what could happen is that it only ends in a death. But I feel like Asa could probably go in there and then just dispel the magic. But I don't know how it's gonna work. But what I would, of course, I think what we're gonna see in the next chapter, we're gonna see a continuation of this fight. Then after that, you're probably gonna see. I hope we see the outcome within the next 2 chapters, because I feel like the next chapter probably won't end it. I feel like the next chapter is gonna be some stuff like how he acquired the magic. Like I wonder, did they went to another dungeon and then they found like a script or something, how people back in the day had actually found out how to use this type of magic. And that's the thing, like you don't even need to have a lot of magic amount with this, because this says secret magic. Like with this, they really have to find out how to do this, because this what Magna literally says in the official translations. He literally says secret magic. So that is interesting. I would like to see in the next chapter how they actually did that. But yeah, overall, that was a really good chapter. I can't wait to see the next one after the 2-week break. So I guess after that, well, I guess in between those 2 weeks, I'm going to just patiently wait and mind my own business. So yeah, y'all have a nice one.